What's up guys, it's Mike with Reptile, and today I have an exciting video for you guys. But first, the fish haven't been fed this morning, so why don't we feed them first? Now that we've taken care of the fish for this morning, what we can do is actually get to the point of this video. And in today's video, we are going to be unboxing some wicked new reptiles. It's been a long time since I got new reptiles, which, side note, is not a bad thing. You guys want to make sure that you're ready to handle new reptiles before you end up buying them. So today what we're going to be doing is unboxing several reptiles and setting up a temporary tank for one of the species that we're getting. Before all that though, what I want to do is get some coffee and fuel up for the morning. And now that my coffee's made, we can go on to making the rest of this video. Whew, that's hot. And now we've moved from the big honking camera that's sitting on my bed to the smaller, more portable camera for the vlog today. So what we're going to be doing is actually setting up behind me there. You can see all the different products that I have laid out for this build. Basically, if you guys didn't understand at the beginning, what we're going to be doing is setting up a temporary tank for some of the lizards that we're getting. This might end up being a slightly more permanent tank just because of the size of these animals, and they really don't need to be upgraded. They are wild caught, the ones that this tank is specifically for. However, they have been in captivity for about a month and a half now. So I'm not too afraid to bring them right into the reptile room because that has been their quarantine time. My buddy who was looking after them before I got them doesn't really have any other reptiles. So I'm not too worried about the quarantine thing. They will be on the low side of the rack, I guess next to Bane. So hopefully we'll be okay. But you guys can see here, my room looks like a disaster. This is going to be the full large tank for the other geckos that are coming, but I'm going to be keeping them in a slightly smaller temporary tank as well. And you can see here just what we have. This is a reptile edge cage that I've had for quite some time. I'm not really worried about them being able to escape because it's all bolted together and sealed. There's no openings except for the top here, and all the mesh that is currently exposed will be covered in duct tape so that they can have higher humidity. But what we're going to be using for a substrate is just some jungle mix as well as some Arcadia earth mix arid. Now these are not arid geckos, but this is actually fine for not so arid substrates as well. We're going to be providing them with UVB because that's what I like to do for all my animals. We got some hides, and then over here we have some cork bark and some leaf litter for them. So rather than going on too much about it, I'm actually just going to set up the camera and get going. Now it's time to set up the tank. I started with adding the substrate to the tank, which was the Arcadia Earth Mix Arid, as you guys saw, and some of the Zilla Jungle Mix. Now it was time to start doing the hardscape with the cork bark and driftwood. Really, it's all about experimentation and figuring out what you like and what will be functional for the geckos that you have. So this is the tank before I add in a couple of the last finishing touches here. But this is just it with the cork bark and the large piece of driftwood. I still have a bunch of leaf litter and all that to go. I'm going to go ahead and finish this not on camera. It's really hard to film this acrylic because it reflects absolutely everything. So I am going to finish this up, and then I'll come back at you guys when I'm ready to select my plants for it. And here we are. This is the finished, I guess, hardscape of the tank. We have a little coconut hut down there. We've got a bunch of leaf litter. Because of the animals that are going in here, they are arboreal, so they're going to be utilizing this cork bark very nicely. So you guys know me and live plants. I got them in pretty much every single one of my tanks, and what I want to do is go around and take a couple clippings of some of the plants that I think will do well in here. It's mostly just going to be pothos, philodendron, a couple plants from the dart frog tanks, and that's pretty much it. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and you guys can come along for the ride. Whoa. This bad boy. I want this. And this. Did that work? No. This philodendron over here. Because if I don't take a piece, Sheldon will take a piece. Bro. Yeah. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. Let's do it. This needs to be trimmed anyway, so. Oh boy, this is gonna suck. Yeah. You see that white sap? That's why I'm doing it during the day when Dixon is not around, because that white sap is not great for reptiles, so that's something that you want to avoid doing when you don't want to cut these ficus plants when your gecko is active. So now that I've got all my plants cut out as you saw me do, what I'm going to do is use this stem root, which is basically a rooting hormone. It's not going to affect any of your animals. What you want to do is dip the freshly cut end of the stem inside it, and then you're set to go. You can basically plant wherever you want to. And I'm going to do that for the rest of the plants. And this is the final product, what you see in front of you. So obviously none of the plants have grown in because I just planted them. But we have a Ficus elastica, we have a silver philodendron, we have some strawberry or red nerve plant, and then back there at the back we just have some philodendron, green philodendron I guess. And right up at the front is a relative of the Wandering Jew plant. I do not remember the name. If I can find it, I'll put it on screen for you guys right now. That is a basic overview of the tank that I'm setting up for some of the new additions that are coming in a couple hours here. So what I'm going to do is get this set up on the rack and then wait for the geckos to get here. For me, that might take a couple hours. For you, that'll be... And here we are. This is the moment we've all been waiting for. This is the package that I've been waiting for of live reptiles sent from Northern Lights reptile importers out of Ontario. If you guys are looking for some cool, awesome European imported reptiles, make sure you go check them out. They did this import from Europe for me as well as many other people. They have a lot of cool reptiles, and this is also part of an import from Madagascar of certain species of stuff that you guys are about to see from Chameleons Canada, Edgar. It didn't end up going the way I had hoped, but I can get into that in another video. I just want to focus on the positive. Hopefully everything is doing well in here, and Ashley from Northern Lights Reptile Importers has brought me a couple of really, really cool geckos that I've been waiting a long time to get. So, without further ado, I'm going to throw you guys on a tripod and we're going to open this bad boy. Shipping, of course, was brought to us by Reptile Express. You guys can see right there. Sam Farr, great guy, easy to deal with. And while this package weighs nothing, it is a pretty large package. That is something that is to be taken into account when you have shipping. And shipping was not too bad for these guys. From across the country, it was just over $100. So not too shabby. And you guys can see here the package jobs that comes with it. It's got my name written on the inside. And we got Ashley's business here, the Northern Lights Reptile Imports. You guys got a ton of information. You guys can read this right now if you like. I kind of gave you guys a spiel on this. Ashley is an awesome person to deal with. No hassles, and they ship through Reptile Express. And then this is a little card from Reptile Express, partnered with Reptiles Are Us, which is really cool. Keith and Sam are both some awesome dudes, and I guess if you use the discount code Pangea5, you get 5% off shipping. So That's perfect. Now, this is just a little bit of a brochure of Sam's business, the Reptile Express. I'm super nervous because of the way that the import went from Madagascar. For this, my heart is pounding, but here they are. Oh my god. Okay, so these are the dudes from, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get very close with this, but these are the guys from the Madagascar import. These are Madagascar Clawless Gecko, or Ebenavia inunguis, or inunguis. I don't really know the proper pronunciation, but that's what I'm going with. Ebenavia inunguis, and these guys, I'm not going to get into their backstory in this video, but if you guys want to see that, maybe for a jam-packed July video, I'll go into some detail about what happened and just how much of a bummer that this import was. I'm not putting it on Edgar, just for the record. If Edgar sees this, I am not putting it on you, man. I think it's just the fragility of these species. These are the guys that are going to be going in that new tank that I just set up, and I'm realizing now that these guys are so tiny. Like, they probably could have gone in like a 12 by 12 by 12. These guys are super small, so I'm really looking forward to them. They are both alive, which is good, and I'm going to get them in their new tank, misted, and put some food in there, all in this video for you guys. I'm going to put those off to the side, and then we get what I ordered from Ashley, and these guys came from Europe. These are the coolest freaking day geckos out there. These are Phelsuma clemeri. I'm sure you guys have heard of them. These are the neon day geckos. They're extremely hard to come by in Canada, and when I heard about this import, it was a pretty reasonable price for them, and imported a new bloodline from Europe, so that is perfect, because that's exactly what we need in Canada, is just more blood. So I'm so excited to have these guys. They came in about the size I was expecting, maybe slightly larger than I expected, which is good, because the Exoterra tank that I have set up for them, I would not really want them to be super, super tiny in, because if you guys have seen my other day gecko videos, the first day that I had the other day geckos that I have, they got out because they're tiny little babies. Maybe you guys will just have to see her belly. There's her belly. She's doing good. She is doing great. I'm going to be releasing these guys into their new tank very shortly here, so you guys will see the release, and I'm going to need to make sure I get some really cool pictures for that IG life. Speaking of which, if you don't follow me on Instagram and you want to keep up with my more daily grind, then I would definitely recommend following me there. Links will be in the description for you guys to go check it out. Alright you guys, so now that you've seen the unboxing, what we're going to do is release the Ebenavia inunguis first into their tank, and then we're going to move to the clemeri. Can you not go in there? Come on. There you go. You know what's up. You know what's up. And I'll never see him again. How difficult is it? Come on, look at this. It's brand spanking new. It's beautiful. Come on. This is your territory. Yeah, there you go. You got it. There. Woo! So sneaky. I know I'm warm. Look at this little pancake gecko. Come on, buddy. There. I promise, you're fine. Look how cute these guys are. Come on. Go in there. You got it. Here you go. There we go. That's the surprise that I was talking about. I told everybody in the live streams and some of the more recent videos that there will be some new additions coming soon, and this is the video that finally announced it. So I'm going to wrap up this video here so I can take some sweet pictures and stuff before they all go hiding and start warming up for the day. If you like this video, make sure you drop a like down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, leave them in the comments section. And if you want to see more of these brand new reptiles as well as the rest of my reptiles in the room, make sure you click that subscribe button and play Ding Dong Ditch with the doorbell next to it. That way you get notified every time I post a video and every time I go live. Jam Packed July just got a heck of a lot cooler with these new guys in the room, so I hope you guys subscribe to my channel for that. That's where I post a video every single day in July, and check the links down below the video. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good one. I'll catch you in the next video. Later.